Okay, this is the penultimate problem in test 8, section 3, meaning it's the second to last problem, which tells us that's going to be fairly challenging because the questions do go in order of difficulty. Please keep in mind that for the written section, you don't get points off for wrong answers, so if you have no idea, you should try to make an educated guess for these questions because you won't have points taken off if you get the answer incorrect. Okay, so let's read the question. For all positive integers j and k, let j symbol r k be defined as the whole number remainder when j is divided by k. If 13 symbol r k equals 2, what is the value of k? So let's try to understand what exactly this means by using a simple example at first. So they tell us j symbol r k is the whole number remainder when j is divided by k. So for example, if we had this, then we know to plug 21 in as j, and we know to plug 5 in as k. And then we're just trying to figure out what the remainder would be in this situation. So the remainder would be 1. So the answer to this is 1, because 1 is the whole number remainder when j, which is 21, is divided by k, which is 5. Okay, now they're going to ask you something more complicated than simply something like this because it was the second to last problem. So let's see what they're asking us. Okay, they give us 13 symbol rk equals 2, and they want us to figure out the value of k. So let's label what we can. We know 13 is j, and we know that 2 is the whole number remainder when 13 is divided by k. So this is how I prefer to write this out. I know there are different ways of writing this out, but this just signifies that 13 is being divided by k. And then I would write remainder 2 here. Okay, so now you just have to think a bit about what exactly this means and where this remainder comes from. It's going to come from a multiple of k, perhaps 1 times k, perhaps 2 times k, perhaps 3 times k, etc., being subtracted from 13. So here we can move on to just setting up a simple algebra problem. So we know 13 minus k equals 2. And from this, we can figure out what k equals. We can figure out one option for what k equals and then just make sure that it makes sense. So from this, we know negative k equals negative 11. So k equals 11. And then the last step I would do is just to double check that this works when you plug in k as 11 here. So 11 divided into 13, does it give you remainder 2? Yes, it does. So then that's your answer.